Hey folks, are you out there? Looks like a few of you made it.
We're hoping that we just went live. We're trying to.
Oh, I got to push this button here.
We're working on trying to go live, folks.
Microphone's on. 24 there.
Error. Please use daytime frequency.
Well, we just got an error up saying that our internet's not doing good.
Hasn't been doing good since we've been here.
28 watching.
Oh my goodness. And I don't have the chats.
30.
We're working on it, folks. Are you out there? We're hoping that we just went live. We're trying to.
Oh,
there we go.
Push this button here. Oh, we got to turn these off.
We're working on trying.
Okay, that's down. Okay, not sure if you can hear us. Oh, you hear us. Hey, guys, are you seeing us? Oh, there they go. Looks like it's coming up. So our internet is pretty rough. It looks like we're 30 seconds or so behind what's going out. So we might not be able to follow along. Did you get your comments coming up?
Nope.
You want to do some chatting while I try to get that for you?
Hello out there.
Can you see any of these?
No, I can't. Todd and Denise, it's been forever since we've seen you. Hello.
Well, goodness. We can hear and see you. Hello from Seven Lakes. Oh, there's Christine Ryan. We'll see you guys in a couple days, hopefully. Christine, did you get our email today? Hello, Bob and Pearl from Wildwood, Florida. Diane and Pruitt from Georgia. Keith from your own YouTube. Will, hey, Will. Disney Grandma. There's all kind of folks on there. That's great.
I'm not getting anything other than tiny up there.
Okay. No, that's what's coming up here.
And it's going
Let me
so
put
fast.
a different one.
I'm not seeing your comments like Bob's seeing, and they're pretty tiny from what I can see on my phone. Hi from Georgia.
So we, just to kind of give you an update, we've got a new program. We're going to try to start doing our, so I'm getting blocked out by comments. I'm not sure how to get rid of that. So y'all can watch Pearl.
Oh.
But what we're trying to do is learn how to work this new program. So we're hoping we get some people on here to kind of chat with and get your opinions. We want to start doing the monthly expense report on the live stream. And that way, let me show you what it'll look like. It takes me a minute to pull it up, so.
Please bear with us, you guys. This is, it's not exactly the first, but it's the first and a half. If that makes any sense.
Desktop.
Can you see what Bob's putting on the screen?
They will in a minute. So what I'm wanting to do is start putting the expense report and do it live and just pop it up there, and then we can go down each line item and then answer your questions if you got questions about different expenses and stuff. So one of my main questions is, hopefully it's not a bad internet, but can you see these numbers and read and read the expense report? So if you could give me some input on that, that would help a lot. I guess I ought to put our picture up there so you know who's talking to you. Anyway, that would help a lot. If you can kind of tell us if you think that will work, and if you think that doing the monthly expense report, instead of just doing it and uploading it, doing it live. Let me go back and kind of pick up on some chats and see what you guys are up to.
I'm not getting the comments on my phone for
Well,
some
hopefully
reason.
you will here just in a second. Oh, no, you're not going to. Let me shrink that down.
So I'm not going to be able to help him out very much, folks.
Let me see. Christine Ryan, yeah, we see you. Jenny Johnson, you're live. Bob and Pearl from Ontario, Canada.
Ah, hello.
And Will Johnson is snowing in Indianapolis.
Oh.
Spent today at the National Park. Whitney, Texas. Holiday Palms. Hey, CC Walt, that's where we're at, Holiday Palms. Hi, CC
Hello.
Walters. Did we meet you in bingo the other night, CC Walters?
No, I
No?
don't think so.
Hello from Florida, Christine Ryan, yes. Oh, she got the email, good. So these are going to go by. We had it all set up, but Pearl would get the comments on her phone, but she's not getting them
Not
now.
working.
So we plan on talking to you guys about where we're going to go next summer, and we're thinking about we're going to go up into the upper Midwest.
Upper Midwest.
I'll show you a map. Maybe I'll show you a map.
The comments are coming in pretty quickly, so
Well, they are coming in
they're
quick. Huh?
scrolling pretty fast, so we may not be able to read them all and get back to every one of you. If that happens, we are very sorry. And when they go off the screen, we can't read any of them.
So we're wanting to kind of travel up here in Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, and South Dakota is the plan. But as you know, we mostly do
Thousand
Trails stuff. Well, that's not the Thousand Trails. Let's go. So you can see Thousand Trails are not anywhere close to the area we want to go.
No.
Or that's Encore. There's Thousand Trails. And then RPI.
There's a couple of them.
So this is going to be a whole new deal for us.
Yes, it will be.
Traveling without the free camping. So we was wondering, you guys, could y'all kind of leave some comments? Are you guys the people that are already full-time RVing? Stick in your chat, and then we can go back over and make some lists. But are you RVing full-time already? Are you thinking about RVing full-time? And if so, what kind of camping do you do? We're thinking about start doing more national parks and state parks. And we've done them up in here before, but we did them just a few days at a time when we had just a couple of weeks vacation.
And the difference being, when we did do them, we had a smaller RV. So with the bigger RV, we're not sure if we're going to get into very many spaces or places. So if you know of anything really good, please drop us a line.
Yeah, it wasn't that much smaller though. It was 40 foot.
No, we didn't do the
Oh, with the pickup
cozy.
camper.
We did the
Yeah.
pickup camper.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, let us know in your comments if you're full-timing already, and what kind of campground you guys are doing, the national and state parks, or a lot of you doing the 1,000 trails. And I think I probably sent this thing to most all you guys already. Let me go back to the full screen.
Sure hope you're getting these things, folks.
So I think I've sent that map to most of you guys already. If you want to get a copy of how to do those, if you're going to do 1,000 trails, I'll put my email address up here. Maybe.
Hopefully.
We need to get back to the comments pretty
We need
quick.
to get back to the comments.
If you want to know how to put those maps, 1,000 trails and trails collection and RPI into your Google Maps, it takes about 1 or 2 minutes to import them in there. We will do that. We will send you those files and you can import them into your Google Maps. And now I'm going to try to find your comments. There they
we
go.
go.
Rodney Robbins, I like your spreadsheet. Will Johnson, can't wait for warmer weather. Yeah, we're going to meet Will
Agreed.
Johnson in Peel Poco in February, huh?
Yes.
And Ken Wheeler, love your humor, Bob. Yeah, you're probably laughing more at me than with me today. Get in a box in front of Bob's face on my screen, but Pearl looks lovely. McCoy, Texas. I don't know where McCoy is. Hey, there's Joe, the computer guy. Joe sent me
Hi,
an
Joe.
email. Joe sent us an email earlier today. He's helped a lot of people put solar on their RVs. And he said he's going to maybe go to, I didn't tell you this, he's coming up to Yellowstone
Oh, really?
next summer.
Ah.
So if we do solar, we may be able to hook up with Joe. How many people we got? 76 people watching. Bill Colfer, I don't know Bill. Will you ever get to
Sorry.
the Sycamore Lodge? Oh, North Carolina. Wow, I don't know if we're going to get back to North Carolina for a while. Yeah, we've got Keith Willard. We got Passport America already. Yeah, I think Gwen nailed it because in the Midwest, the small campgrounds are like the $30 a day stuff. Gwen, you're in Florida, aren't you? Is that where you and Art are traveling now? Bill said you could see the spreadsheet. What do you guys, I don't know how many that are watching right now live watch our monthly expense report. But if you're interested in that, if we can figure out how to do this a little smoother and more efficiently, let me get that email off of there. If we can figure out how to do this a little more efficiently, I think that live would be real good for the monthly expenses because or at least for it's the same old stuff, and I know a lot of people got to get real tired of hearing that same old stuff on the expenses. So if we did it live, we could kind of see what the questions you actually might have. KOA Gwen, Harvest. Oh, now that's a good idea. Harvest Host. How many people have really used Harvest Host? I didn't even think of that. That's a great idea. Harvest Host, and what's the other one? Harvest Host, and there's another one kind of like that. Might be a real good idea. Passport America. Like to hear you do another topic on 1,000 Trails. Seems like there are a lot of... Jeff, there's not. We do need to do... we might do a live just on 1,000 Trails and answer questions.
Be a good idea.
It is so confusing. But like Joe, the computer guy that's on here, and several people that are on here, they'll buy 1,000 Trails is really you buy that full-blown elite membership for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and then it's just free.
And you're getting your money's worth out of it in no time at all.
Scott and Tammy.
Hi, Scott and Tammy.
Hey, we sure hope to see you guys in Welton come New Year's or around there.
Excuse his misprint. It's not a fifth wheel. It's a toy hauler.
Well, nobody else knows what you're talking about. Scott and Tammy traded their toy hauler in for a
motorhome. That is a toy
just
hauler.
Kidding, Scott. Just kidding. Okay. McCoy's just south of San Antonio. Okay, Lake Medina. That's one of our favorites. We go there a lot.
Yes.
Joe the computer guy, planting Yellowstone on the shoulder season, both early and late. Yeah. I'd like to, because Joe's helped so many people put it in. And then Jeff and Lori, they put it in. One thing I'm worried about, Joe, this maybe is not the right time, but understand that the, well, it's not the right time. I'm going to send you an email. I got a couple of good questions. Hey, there's Daddy-O47. That's Craig and Jen.
Oh, Craig and Jen. Hi again.
Hey, Jen. How you doing? I got my wine, too.
I don't have the bowl, Jen. I just have the glass.
Lonnie paid. I don't know, Lonnie. He enjoys the expense report. Traveling clips. We're going to Yellowstone in May. When will y'all be there? We don't know when we're going to be there. We are planning to leave here probably in April, something like that. You know, this is probably a good idea, just covering up my whole face like this and showing Pearl. I probably could sell that. Joe and Scott are full-time, and Donald, it looked okay. Okay. 6549 Harry, I haven't seen you before.
There's a couple more on the Harvest Host. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Very good.
RV or TV did Idaho, Montana, and Dakotas last summer. You might want to watch his channel. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much. I'm going to look that up. I don't think I know him. New Nomadic. See, I'm leery of that Harvest Host.
Why?
But well, you know what it is?
I'm not exactly sure.
Tell me, if there's Harvest Host and then there's another one, but that's where it's people that have wineries and just all kind of businesses and space, and you come and stay at their place
No
for
Harvest
free.
Host and Boondockers Welcome for us yet.
Oh, Boondockers Welcome is the other one.
Yet.
And so you go stay at the winery or the farm or the just all kind of things.
Now that would be fun.
You pay $50 to join.
That would be
It may
fun.
be pretty good. Christine Ryan they haven't done it.
Hi, Pat and Chris.
Our Endeavor. Hey, there's our Endeavor. He's the one that got us going on the live stream. Can't stay, but had to say hi. Hey,
Hi.
how's it going? I think it's Dave's his name. Hey, Dave, thanks for stopping by and thanks for motivating us to do this live stream. What do we got? 83 watching. Traveling Together. That's a nice name. Thank you for the map files. Were you thinking Boondockers Welcome? That's exactly what I was thinking, the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, our Endeavor was looking for you last week on his live stream.
Right.
He had a question. I forgot what his question was. I think it's about his batteries. So we'll have to tune in. He's probably going live here in just a little bit, too. Daddy-O, I'm having a glass now. Scott working on the property. We'll see you soon. Oh, Scott is. So Scott and Tammy, part of what I wanted to cover here is this winter we're doing our 1,000 trails and moving around.
Right.
Next winter, I think we want to do like Scott and Tammy are doing. Maybe not buy a lot. They bought a property down by Yuma.
At least rent.
Yeah.
A
We
lot
want to
down
stay
there.
for like 4 months, get our stuff out and kind of spread
Right.
out and get to know the people. Probably being an RV park, they did it in a private
Yes.
section.
Yes.
So we don't know what we want to do for next winter, but we want to stay for 3 or 4 months at one place,
Right.
I think.
Just to get our bearings, and we've got the storage sheds in Las Vegas, and we need to start downsizing from those storage units as well, if we can.
Oh, no drinking today. Last night was enough. I'm recuperating still, LOL.
Who is that?
Pearl hadn't seen those pictures, so it's Joe the computer guy. You watch his Facebook. Apparently he got wild and crazy.
Whoops. You had fun, Joe.
Eat, sleep, RV, repeat. Yeah, hi, girls. We love your channel. You guys are so much fun. Thanks very much. I've settled on purchase in the Class A. In your opinion, who makes the best or platform, and maybe others out there can respond? Well, there's a couple of really high-end ones.
Well, there is a great bunch of high-end ones.
Are you
but
talking about a new one or a used one? Good evening, all from TC. Oh, TC Boone. Hey, we've had a couple of trial runs, and TC Boone made a couple of those. They weren't so good either.
Was that Jen?
I can't read what Pearl. You don't like my big
Jen,
wine glass? I bet that's Joe. I can't read who it is.
Jen, I have to laugh when Lisa and her husband from Canada came over to the coach, and you offered the glass of wine, and it was such a large glass, and she said she didn't need a bowl, she wanted just a glass. I love that. I thought that was just way too cute. So that was what that was all about. Sorry.
Todd brought up a good point that those Harvest Hosts are mostly just a one-night stay. I forgot if that's true.
But that's okay if we're in transit.
Yeah, but then transit to where?
Across the Midwest.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think of where we can stay a week or two. Well, I don't
that's
really
true.
care too much for one.
That's
we
true.
generally, when we travel, like to go for at least a week, if not two or three.
Exactly.
Richard Butts, hi Bob and Pearl. This is Richard. We talked a long time. Richard, I remember that name. Where did we meet you at, Richard? Let us know. Iron Dever, welcome. Iron Dever's back. Hey, Dave. I told Joe, the computer guy, he's on. I told him that you was looking for him last weekend, but I forgot what your problem was. Maybe you can let him know in here, and he can tell you the answer. Hale, headed to 1,000 Trails, Orlando. That's probably where Joe's at.
Now that's a great park.
#1 park for me.
Absolutely a great, great park.
So Hale started his full-time a year ago. Harvest Host also has the golf courses, but still only one night. Yeah, the one night thing, I forgot. Yeah, that's a problem for us too. Jeff Cardew, I have spent hundreds of hours research on Class A's. I've settled on Tiffin.
Tiffin to me is a remarkable unit, and they stand by their product so well that I find it impressive.
We've made friends with several people that have
Yes.
Tiffins, and
And
nobody has a bad word about Tiffin.
And they're
that we've met.
gorgeous coaches.
Yeah. Hello from Maryland. Love your YouTube channel. Is this too cool or what?
It's cool.
Love your channel. That was Bill
These are
M.
not moving, so
Okay.
you have to keep reading.
Hello from Prescott, Arizona. You're not. We're headed up by Prescott when we leave. We're meeting Will and
Casa Grande.
Ellie over in California in February, and then we're headed to up by Prescott. Joe, the computer guy. Next winter, I'm coming back to. Yeah, you're going to Florida every winter. I
every
think.
winter.
We're thinking of Super C. Pearl has talked to, as most of you know, Pearl does all the driving. And she's been mentioning a couple of times about wanting a smaller coach.
Well, I wouldn't mind having a little bit smaller coach. I don't want to lose the large kitchen space and the storage space.
You got to lose
So,
something.
Well, we just have
Besides
to wait and
husbands.
see.
The husband stays.
That's not a problem.
Okay. Next winter, Jenny Johnson. Harvest Host is free, doesn't cost, but no hookup. So if you have solar, you'd be good, or if you like to boondock. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of boondocking. In January, we're going to do quite a bit of boondocking. But we'll probably try a little bit of Harvest Host just because of the fun factor, I guess. Charles Maurice Sr. loved this seasoned citizens RV. Oh, okay. Old people. We called it old people, yeah.
The seasoned citizens. I like
yeah, I got
that.
it. Took me a
That's
minute.
sweet.
Charles, seasoned citizen. I like that. Hello to you from Margaret K.E. Clark. Hello from Kathy and Jim from Zephyr Hills, Emerald Point RV Resort. Love you guys. Tony from Montreal. Joe the computer guy. Yep, I am at 1,000 Trails Orlando till January 2nd. Doing the Disney Shuffle, yeah. Have you met Dan and Jen yet? I think that's where they're at. I remember you said you wanted to meet them. They're from Reno. That's where we're from, Reno, and that's where I think they're from. We've never met them either.
No, not yet.
He's one of those guys you love to hate, I think.
I don't think so.
Well, you hadn't watched his channel. We love watching his channel, or I love watching his channel. Him and I forgot his wife's name, but they're fun to watch. She's a sweet lady. Lonnie Pat have also settled on buying a Tiffin Phaeton in the near future. Oh, one thing, our last YouTube live we did was we challenged two couples, and they've got their small channels. One of them is, now I'm going to blank out.
I can't help you.
Somebody in an RV, Ron in an RV. Now, I'll put links down in the description whenever we get off. And then, Oh, there's another great couple. What the heck? Arv. Oh my goodness, I forgot them. RV. I was going to ask you to go. I'll put their links in there. They're nervous about going live. They want to do a live 10-question challenge. Our vision. LivinRVision. Anyway, go to their channel and maybe subscribe just so you can watch their live stream.
Yes.
And I just about bet it'll go smoother than this. I almost guarantee.
I would think.
So go. It'll certainly give them a little bit of courage. It's Ron in an RV and LivinRVision. I'll put links down below. We're up to 110. That's sweet. So that would give them a lot of incentive if they could get some people watching. Ron, one of them, no, it was Chuck and Cheryl wanted to do live, and they said, we're afraid we'll go live and we'll hear crickets. That would be sad, yeah.
Oh, there's one person here. We're getting ready to do a lot of traveling in our Airstream and interested. I can't read the rest of it. Do you have any of it up there?
It's looking west. I'll look for looking west. Greetings from Alaska. Just missed that. Hershey, we're headed to Maine. Oh, all right. We are headed to the Narrows camping. Was the airport really oops? No, the airport wasn't a bother.
No.
Todd, it wasn't a bother at all. We love the Narrows. The first, as you know, the first week we were right on the ocean, and it was great. And then it was kind of expensive. We had to move back to a Trails Collection, get a free spot the second week. We're ready to do a lot of traveling in our Airstream. Interested in knowing if you carry a portable air compressor. Yes, I do. Just in case. Love that you hit the road. We have. Now I forgot the name of it, but it's the one that comes in a package. It's just to air up our tires.
Jackery?
No, that's electric. Oh. Just to air up our tires because we have so much pressure in them. But with diesels, you have an air compressor built into the diesel. So we got an air hose that we've got, 110 or 15 pounds with that wood coming right off our engine. Gwen has a portable air compressor. Yeah, you need to have one. We just bought, Eat Sleep RV, just bought a 20-foot travel trailer. Is that too small, Pearl? It's not a Class A, but it's cute. We just started remodeling it before moving in. Now, didn't you buy that a year ago? I remember a year or so ago watching a few of your videos where y'all were remodeling one. It looked really nice. So maybe you've got a new one. I didn't know that. Daddy O 47, that's Craig. Hope to see you in Arizona. We'll be there till the end of February. Now let me make sure, Craig and Jen, you are Daddy O 47, right?
Okay. We've got to answer this. Why purchase a 1,000 Trails membership for $3,000 to $5,000 plus a yearly dues when you can purchase a yearly pass?
Well, the reason is with the $3,000, we paid $4,000. You can stay for 21 days at a time and go right straight into another RV park and stay from 1 to 21 and then 1 to 21 at any one of the 81,000 trails. If you're a full timer, it's well worth the $4,000. That'd be a great question on one of our monthly expense things. Or send me an email. I put my email up earlier if you want to go back and get it.
And another thing that is good about purchasing is if you want to sell it, you're going to get probably at least half of what you invest in it back.
Maybe.
That's true, maybe. But, so that helps as well.
New Hampshire Joe. I don't know New Hampshire Joe. He must have invited us up there or something. We got a lot of family that lives in Portland. We go to Portland a lot. Daddy-O, you guys are doing great live.
What was the year of the bus that you had? It was
71,
a 71
MCI 7.
Yeah, it used to be a Greyhound bus.
Yeah.
Only used in Arizona.
We took it on a loop all around we had vacations. Yes. We got a month that year.
At least.
And we took it all the way back from Reno to Washington D.C. We did a quickie.
7,500 miles just in that 1 month.
Yeah. Same trip that we took this year. It took a year and a half to do. We did in 30 days. Joe the Computer Guy, discussing our plans for 2020 is the title of this video. So what are the plans? You might have missed it, Joe. It's going up to the kind of in your area that you're going to go to. Let me pop it back up here.
Middle Northwest.
Yeah, it's going up around Yellowstone and stuff. Uh, sorry, guys. So, kind of in this whole, we've done this before in a pickup camper around here through the middle of the country. And so that's where we're planning on going this year. And probably we carry some self-protection stuff, and we'll probably drop that off where we go up there, and then we're going to spend some time up in Canada. That's what we're hoping to do.
Right.
Either that or going to Alaska.
Right.
But if we go to Alaska, we kind of want to do a loose caravan. If we find 3 or 4 other RVers that we kind of know and get together with, it's not too late for us to do some plans for Alaska. So one of those two is going to Alaska or doing that upper Midwest of the United States.
Right.
Let me get back to our comments. If we can find them.
Bear with us, folks.
Discuss our plans. Okay, that was that. Hey guys, you didn't know you were live. Chuck and Cheryl, we put out a memo an hour early just specifically because you got on to me last time because we didn't let you know. So check your email. I'm bad. I don't check mine but every week every few days. We tried to talk. You see them up here get gone with us. We tried to talk them into going to Alaska with us, but they're scheduled out for 2020.
Right.
Margaret, we're currently summer RVing only. Thinking of retiring in 2021, then full time. Daddy-O, trying to figure to meet up. Well, on the 13th, Craig, I sent you those GPS coordinates on the 13th. Hopefully y'all can come down, or maybe even come down and spend a night or two, but for sure come down and have a glass of wine. James Richard, how long are you planning on being full-time? You are young. Well, we're not that young. Seasoned, what did that guy call him?
Seasoned, can't think of it now.
Anyway, we're in our early 70s. We probably every week we talk about how long we're going to RV. We don't know. We're both still pretty healthy. So we know we got another year in us. We're
thinking of a couple years.
For sure one.
At least.
Yeah, and probably a couple. But we're thinking about finding us a place and staying the winter somewhere.
Right.
Beautiful bus, Tony says. Do you have a video? We do, but it's more beautiful now. We have some great pictures. We sold it to an interior designer.
Yes.
You remember her name? In Scottsdale. She's using it for an Airbnb now in Scottsdale. So you can rent it out now.
Probably. And its name was Cozy.
I retired. Beautiful bus. Do you have a video? Hello, your silver RV masters. Thanks for your spreadsheet. Joe's probably getting frustrated with all our chit chat and headed on to greener pastures. But anyway, we hope to meet up with you, Joe. If you're going up to Yellowstone, I'm thinking we'll probably, if we don't go to Alaska, I'm thinking there's a good chance we'll see you.
Joe, we need to talk via email. We probably get answers quicker.
Eat Sleep RV. We had a tiny teardrop. That's the one I saw, yeah. Then we bought a 99 Jayco's, 25 feet. Perfect. Come to Montreal. That's probably possible. Can you read those? Can you get closer and read them?
Judy's journey. Retire August 1st of 2020 after 27 years of teaching and plan to go full-timing that fall. Your spreadsheets have been so valuable. Well, that's great to hear, and I do hope you enjoy your travels. It's been a wonderful experience for us.
So I haven't seen any comments. Probably the most videos that people like is our monthly expense reports. We don't do a lot of fun, exciting tourist stuff to entertain. So that's what we get the most response on. Do you guys have any specific things that you'd like to cover if we do a live on the monthly expense report? If you'd stick them in here, we can go back and we'll look at them and try to be prepared to answer some of those
Narrow
questions.
them down a little bit.
Daddy-O47, let us know when you're planning Alaska. The reason we don't, like Chuck and Cheryl are thinking about 2021. When you're 71 years old, we don't plan out too many things 2 years out in advance.
Very far in advance, exactly.
So
Chuck and Cheryl, you're young enough you can do that.
I think, what is it, March, April, May? I think May, and then you want to kind of be up in there in June. A lot of you know, I used to fly airplanes. I used to do the same thing with airplanes and fly airplanes up and sell them back in the 70s when the oil pipeline was really going. And it seemed like we did that in June, July, and August. And so I'm thinking it'd be about the same for RVs. If we did it, we'd have to start doing it pretty good.
Who is this?
I can't read. Bob and Pearl, good to see you. Oh, TW Coin. So probably in May would be when we'd be headed up, passing through into Canada.
And yes, somebody made a comment about stopping
Our
in
journey
Idaho.
in miles. Hi,
I agree
guys.
with that.
Now that we just bought tires, we're going to RV for 6 more years, plus we need to buy you dinner yet.
Where are we going to meet up for this?
Yeah, they're in Florida, I think. I saw your video. I'm not a big fan of Freightliner. We had some problems at the Freightliner Service Center, and I was going to email you and tell you about them until I saw your video on the service you got. It's your Freightliner. If you guys hadn't gone to Our Journey in Miles, that's the best shop I ever seen. That was an awesome video. Hey, Mark and Sue, you had like 6 months ago 300 subscribers. Now you're going to get to 15,000 subscribers before we do. We're at 14,600. He had 300 subscribers 6 months ago.
No, it's been a little longer than that.
Well, no, I don't think so. He's like at 12 or 13,000. If you guys haven't gone to Our Journey in Miles, you got to go there. They have just such a great channel. So, well, Joe the Computer Guy, well, do let me know. I'll be at the Tampa RV Show, then our Village thing in mid-February, then RV Summit in March, Alabama. April, north to the T, so April, May. Yeah, because we could go, yeah, that works out good for us, Joe, because we would go there. We could kind of meet up with you, and I'd love to, if we go to Alaska, meet Joe, put solar on the coach.
Oh, yes.
Joe's have put solar on like I don't know if maybe I shouldn't say, but some pretty fancy RV channels, big RV channels. He pretty much knows them all because he knows so much stuff. Everybody wants to be Joe's friend. My wife wants to know if you have any regrets going full time. No, that's a good question. I think it was Living West. No, if you watch our monthly expense reports, we stored all our stuff because we thought we'd only do this for a little while.
Right.
And so we keep thinking about going, and why is our heads getting cut off?
Because we're leaning forward.
Anyway, we thought we'd be getting us a house pretty soon, and we're not going to do that. The thought of quit RVing is just really, really not something that sounds good.
We're not thinking real strong on that yet.
And a lot of people talk about their seeing their kids and their friends and all that stuff. Our kids and friends are scattered around quite a bit, and especially our extended family.
So that kind of helps us in our travels as well,
Yeah,
especially here on the West Coast.
We get to see parts of our family that we wouldn't see.
You keep moving it.
I need to get more of you. I lost you.
This is minutes ago, so quit moving it.
Oh, yeah, that's good point.
See?
Okay, well, sorry about all that. We okay, now we're going to come back in. So anyway, no regrets to answer your question. That's why you don't drive, and Pearl hardly does it. Our Journey of Miles. People like my hair better. Yeah. I don't know if you saw, but on our Journey of Miles, Mark even gave Sue a haircut a month or so ago. That's pretty fancy.
Oh.
I recommend Farragut State Park in northern Idaho. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
If you have any recommendations for that upper Midwest, please leave them. Yeah, because
Please give us any information on that you can. Now quit moving it. Leave it alone.
exactly. Nude nomadic.
And that's going to cut your head off, so leave it right there, okay?
RVing is a lifestyle. Keep in touch with Craig. Your plans for Alaska. Maybe we can do it after the sun. Well, that'd be great, Craig and Jen. That'd be great. Is this why you two like to stay in? I don't know what you mean there, Stuart. Is this why you two like to stay in the same spot? We like to stay in the same spot because we get everything unpacked and set up, and then we kind of get to know the people in the campground, usually make some friends. And so we like to stay around and visit and then get spread out and enjoy it.
Yes.
That's probably one of our saddest things is we've made some really good friends, and then whenever we leave them, especially if we're going way far different directions. See, just like Gwen said, we visited family in Jackson that we hardly ever see. That's exactly what we was talking about. We've got to see nieces and nephews, and with an RV, you get to go see them, visit for however long feels right, and then leave. You can go real quick. You don't have to stay in their house. You don't have to stay. I mean, It works out good for them.
They don't have to try and accommodate us, and we get to see and visit them as long as we like. And it's nice to be able to travel from family member to family member to family member when we're in that specific general area.
Stuart Jones says we're too damn drunks. Well, okay, Stuart.
Too damn what?
Drunks.
I don't think so, but okay.
We're all entitled to our opinion. RVing is a lifestyle. Daddy-O, keep in touch with Craig. Is this why you two like? Can you make it down? CC Walters out. If you send, you'll see my email in an earlier thing. If you email me, I'll send you the expense report, and it has our expenses in one spreadsheet. You click on the tab, and then there's a blank one where you can put in your numbers. So that's the only way I know how to do it. Grand Tetons, Yellowstone. Yeah, we've gone to all those places. Devil's Tower, Badlands, Mount Rushmore. Yeah, and we enjoyed them, and we did them on short vacations. How long do you stay in each spot? We usually stay, sometimes it's only a week, but usually 2 or 3 weeks. Tony B said, what did we do before? We worked in casinos.
For over 40 years.
Yeah, well, not 40 years for me. For you.
Excuse me.
Worked in casinos in Nevada. So it's kind of slowing down. There's still 114 watching. There's the email if you want to send me an email, and I'll send you the spreadsheets. Unless it's going to all of a sudden pop back up. So that's pretty much the purpose of the live stream, was to ask about some good spots you guys know in the upper Midwest.
Upper Midwest.
And Joe's the one that kind of gave me that idea, Joe the computer guy. That's where he's going to be, and if we do go to Alaska, we'd like to get solar and then going up to Alaska.
Yes.
If we don't find a nice little group of 3 or 4 RVers that we know and get along with and stuff,
not necessarily to caravan, but to meet at strategic little places here and there.
Yeah, you go your way, we'll go our way, and we'll see you next Thursday up here. And
or even if we do caravan, that's okay too. But just to connect.
So that was the main reason. And then talk about the monthly expense report. How I want to start doing that as a live. I think that might be a little more interesting, as people can have different questions, whether it's fuel or campgrounds or maintenance or whatever it might be. Our journey of miles. Will you be in this entire winter? Oh no, we haven't been in many thousand trails this winter. We won't be in any. There's 1,000 trails in Arizona. So like right now we're at Quartzside at Holiday Palms, and we're going to a couple of trails collections and then some RPI parks, some boondocking. We have 3 different groups of boondocking things we're going to do with different people, and several public parks.
We'll boondock for a short time, then we'll go into an RV park for a little time, then we'll go back and boondock again for another short period, back into an RV park, and then boondock again with friends.
Margaret says, how old were you when you started full-timing? Margaret, I can tell you the truth. We had good jobs. We worked. We did all the math we could find, and it looked like we needed $70,000 to retire. We worked until we could come up with $70,000 annual income, and then come to find out we don't need that much. That our kids are going to appreciate it. We worked until we was 66.
68.
No, 66, 67. We retired in 2015.
Okay.
So 66 and Pearl was 67. We worked too long. We saved too much money. So don't do it. As soon as you need to figure out what it takes for you to live on in retirement, but when you get that, retire. Don't, because we're slowing down too much. You see, like Mark and Sue, the lifestyle they're doing, Chuck and Cheryl, Jeff and Lori. I mean,
but
all these people.
There's quite a few different. They're a lot younger than us, so it's a lot easier.
See you, Joe. Tell Dave over at Our Endeavor, tell him hi for us, and tell him thanks again for getting us started on the live stream.
Yes.
Yeah, Craig says the same thing about Caravan to Alaska. If you are going to the Midwest this coming year, you have no problem going to Alaska when we do.
Ah.
Well, I think, yeah, but we may do Midwest in the spring and bounce around. If we find a group, then come May, and I may be wrong on my timing. We'd have to do a little bit of research, but go and do it come May, June, July, August. I think you don't want to get up there too far until June, if I remember right.
I don't want to go when it's real cold. I don't do hot weather real well, and I don't do cold weather real well.
Yeah, Joe says the same thing. Quite a few people are saying about the caravan up there, and Joe said he'll help us out. Yeah, I think our grandkids are probably going to help us out with that extra saving. Cajun 99, hello from South Louisiana. Love your channel. Be retiring in 2022. Oh, a firefighter. Good job. Looking West. Oh, I saw Looking West earlier. Do you use Pilot for your fuel stops, or do you have a favorite? I like the Pilot app. Basically, how do you select your fuel? There's a new, if you have diesel, we'll do a video eventually on it, but there's a new program. I think it's TDS, but it's where you get to join up with this fuel. It's a transport company. You can sign up, and then you can charge your fuel to their company, and they buy fuel like at Love's. We go entirely to Love's now, and you get whatever the price they negotiated, but usually it's like cost plus a nickel or a dime. So we'll get between 25 and 80 cents discount a gallon.
Per gallon.
And I used to manage truck stops. I mean, that's true. We negotiated those deals with big trucking companies all the time. Those savings are really out there. We've only filled up about 4 times since we got joined.
Right.
But it saved us several $100s already.
Yes.
I think it's TDS. RV Love put out a good video on it. If you want to go to RV Love's channel and see it, and it explains it pretty good. But it's a legit deal for diesel. Coming here. Do you use Pilot? Our Journey of Miles. We'd love to be adopted by you guys. Yeah. Oh, Mark and Sue. No, we'd like to get adopted by you. I'd like to get a hold of your coach. Boy, you take such good care of that coach, and you got the records. You're going to make somebody a very lucky, happy
camper.
Yeah, yeah. Those records are so. Just doing it is great, but a lot of, owners may do it, but they don't have the records, so you don't know if it's done or not, and so you have to redo it when you buy a used RV. Mark's got all his records. He's treating it right, and he's got the records. There's going to be some happy guy.
Yes.
Yeah, the EFS. Thanks, Gwen. That's it.
EFS, what does that mean?
It's
fuel?
just, it's the fuel, the name of the abbreviation for the name of that company
EFS?
that you can get the fuel card.
Okay.
Kim, happy hour. I retired and bought the motorhome, then got begged to go to work for the Reno National. Oh, we used to go to the air races, yeah. Joe, the computer guy, is streaming us both. You got a lot better internet than we do, Joe.
Boy, that's for sure.
Well, Joe, the computer guy, duh. Who would have figured that out? Okay, guys, I don't want to run too long here. I know you're going to get kind of bored and stuff. We've got 112 of you. I kind of hate to go. But if you'll leave some comments down below about questions you may have about our monthly expense report, if our topics you'd like us to do these live streamings,
yes,
this is so much fun. We would love to do some more live streams, but we just don't want to bore you because then you won't come back. So if you got some topics or questions or that kind of stuff, we'd love to have some questions to talk about and answer. And for you guys that want to do some more live streaming, Joe the computer guy, he's over at Our Endeavor. Let's all hang up on this one. Let's all jump over to Dave on Our Endeavor. Let's see if we can't just swamp him and get him a heck of a good live stream. Him and his wife do a lot of traveling. You'll really enjoy them if you go over there. It's a great stream. So we're going to sign off. Thank y'all very much. If you can type up into the YouTube channel, Our Endeavor, and let's go say hi to Dave. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Keep the wheels rolling. Stay safe. We'll see you at the next exit.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye,
folks.
I forgot how to end it again. I got the right direction.
You can't tell that we're amateurs, can you?